or characteristics or features of monopolies. So monopoly means already you know what is the monopoly markets. If any market is going to have these factors, we can call it as what? Or these features, we can call it as monopoly. One it is first feature is there should be one seller and large number of buyers in the market. So if one seller is selling the product and the large number of buyers are purchasing the product, then we can say that it is an monopoly market. Let us list out the features one by one. First, unique product. The product that the seller is going to sell in the market should be unique product. And there will be high barriers to entry. No one can easily enter the market to sell the product. And they are going to maximize their profit, and they will be the seller will be the price maker. He is not going to sell the product for the existing price in the market. They are going to fix their product's price on their own, and they will be selling the same product for different prices in different markets if they feel that it is required. So all these features makes a market as a monopoly market. Let us discuss these characteristics in detail about this. So one seller and large number of buyers means here only one producer will be there who is going to produce that particular product, or who is going to provide the service. So like that, any seller will be there in case of monopoly markets, and the entire market will be uh, in the hands of that particular seller. So that means no other person is going to sell the same product in the market. For example, if you take IRCTC, you can take this railways of Indian Railways as an example. So there, the 100% market of that product is going to be holded by this railways. So this was owned by the government, no? So Indian market, this is an best example which is going to sell one single seller will be there, and the buyers are more in more number of people will be utilizing this, and there is no alternative, no some other product that can be replaced with this railways, which we can say that it is an single seller selling the product. And coming to the next feature of this monopoly is unique product. So how we can say that it is an unique product means, so completely the product will be different. So no other person is going to able to produce that particular product, because the formula that they are going to use here for that product will be completely new, and that product cannot be substituted by other substitutes. That means there won't be any close substitutes available in the market. That means there won't be any competitors for this product. Example, you can take this Nestle Cerilac product is there, no? So Nestle is the company who is going to produce this Cerilac product. Cerilac product is an infant product, infant. That means below 6 months children. For them, this product is used as a supplement for breast milk instead of feeding them milk, breast milk. So this Cerilac can be uh, given to the 6 months old children, babies. So this is the company we can say that which is providing an unique product, which is having this product is containing nutrition, health, wellness, everything, every quality is there in this Cerilac. So this Nestle is having the worldwide market in the uh, monopoly market, we can say. So this is Nestle is related with Switzerland, but still this company is holding the market of India. So nearly it is taking it is holding the Indian market about a century, 100 years, since 100 years. So no other product came into existence to beat this Cerelac. So we can say that this is Cerelac is the leader in baby food market. So this is how they are going to create an unique product to make that a monopoly, to create a monopoly market. So only single seller is there. They are enjoying everything, even profits, etc., in the market. So these people are holding 96.5% of the market, whole market. Even the small products came into existence, they are unable to beat this Cerelac because of its unique product. Okay. And the next feature of monopoly, we can say that it is high barriers to entry. High barriers means some restrictions will be there to enter into the market. So no seller can be easily enter into the market. So like for example, if you take HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics India Limited, this example you can take. Into this market, no other seller is going to enter into this. So what this HAL product is means, this is related with the Indian aviation industry, and this is playing an important role in the Indian defense sector. So this company was set up in 1940, and the Walchand, Hirachand, and the government of Mysore, these by both these uh, people, this company has been set up in 1940. So their main aim is manufacturing aircrafts in India. So today this company is state owned and is associated with the designing, fabricating of all these aircrafts, assembling jet engines, helicopters, and their spare parts, everything they are going to produce. So, and no other people can enter into this easily. So there will be restriction for them, for the new seller to enter into this Hindustan Aeronautics India Limited, to beat this Hindustan Aeronautics India. Okay. That is the reason they are not having, they are enjoying the monopoly. They are not having the competitors in the market. If barriers are not there, everyone, those who are able to produce, those who are having the capacity, they will enter into the market. No? So for that sake, this feature is applicable for to make a market as a monopoly market. And the next feature comes that price making. Price maker, we can call it as. A monopoly market is a price maker. Why we are saying that it is a price maker means they will decide the price of the product, what for what they have produced, and they are going to sell at that price on their own. They will not allow others to fix the price of the product which was produced by the manufacturer, monopoly market manufacturer or a seller. So they will decide this price based on the quantity or for order, and based on, or sometimes they will take into consideration the demand of the price, and they will fix the price of the product. For example, if you take ITC, so this ITC is in an cigarette business. So of course some other business also it entered. FMCG business is also there, but in cigarette business it is holding 77% of the Indian market. So these people, what they are going to do is they are going to fix the price of their products. So they are having so many brands of cigars like Insignia, India Kings, Classic, Gold Flake, American Club, Navicut, Players, Scissors, Capstan, even Berkeley, Bristol Flake, Silkat, Duke, Royal, like this. So many branded products was produced by this ITC. So they are providing so many different types of cigars. They are competing themselves and they are fixing the price of the product based on the demand of the product. And the next feature of monopoly is profit maximizer. So because they are the price makers, they can maximize their profit. How they are going to maximize the profit means based on the different ways they can maximize. One based on the demand or because they are not having competition in the market, they are going to, if they want to sell more products in the market, they want to increase the sales in the market, then they will be selling it for lower prices to maximize their profit. And they will be selling this product at different prices also in different markets. Because here some markets may be having elastic demand and some markets may be having inelastic demand. So if they are going to identify if the market is elastic demand, so they cannot easily increase the price, right? So in that elastic demand market, what they are going to do is they are going to reduce the price of the product, and they can sell high quantity or large quantity in that particular market where there is elastic market. So at that elastic market stage, in that particular market, they will be selling their product at lower prices. So if they find that any market is having inelastic demand, so in such cases, inelastic demand means we can say that there is no change in the demand. No? So in such markets, what these people are going to do is they will be charging higher prices because there won't be any change in that particular market. No? Because people need that product. So they will identify such markets and they will fix the price of the product differently based on the market situation. So this is how the monopoly sellers will be acting, behaving. Okay, all these are the features of monopoly markets.